Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to find a position that's relatively sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable during the practice because then you'll just be distracted by the way your body feels, and it's really unnecessary. You also want to have a sense of stability because it gives you a sense of groundedness, a sense of being here. We're not here just to make this moment as a stepping stone for the next moment. We're here for this moment alone, no future to get to. So a sense of stability really works. You can sit in a formal meditation posture on the floor if you'd like. You can also sit in a chair if you'd like. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. Keeping your eyes open during the practice is just another sense, another way to notice if we're lost in thought. Because if you're lost in thought, thinking about your problems and your worries and your troubles, you don't see. You don't see the floor because you're here, not here. It's just another tool for a meditation practice. But if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, or you feel more comfortable doing so, go ahead and do that. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you, kind of looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at a particular spot on the floor, and we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly, yet clearly, downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position. And your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. Begin by taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly out through the mouth. And just settle your mind here on this moment. We're not going anywhere, we're not achieving anything. Just this. And instead of thinking that you're doing something, like we are doing meditation, leave that intention alone. This practice really isn't a doing, it's an allowing. It's kind of the opposite direction. We stop doing. So let whatever arises to arise. Allow this moment to be exactly as it already is. And bring your attention to your ears. What is it like to hear? Allow your ears to hear whatever they want to hear. Don't judge the sounds. Just simply allow them to hear. Bring your attention to the body, the sensations thereof. And again, just allow your body to feel what it wants to feel. Let it happen without your input. Get out of the way. And include as well what you smell, what you see, even what you taste, along with sounds and body sensations. Just step back from all of these and simply allow them to perceive. And even this mind that keeps thinking, judging, and wondering. Let this mind think what it wants to think. Step back completely from experience and allow it to happen as it wants to. Don't get involved. In fact, rest and allow. All right, you can look at the screen. It's a story I heard a long time ago, and I was reminded of it recently, but it's a story of this monk who was said to have been able to walk on air. Kind of like how D.T. Suzuki says, after enlightenment, it's basically like everyday life except 1 inch off the ground. But this monk who could walk on air, as legend has it, was asked, how did he find this? How did he learn to walk on air? Now, walking on air, of course, is a analogy. He's not literally walking on air. He's just awake. But he said he searched himself a teacher, and when he found one, he asked the teacher for instruction, but the teacher ignored him. So he sat outside of his teacher's temple and waited for him for a year. He just meditated. And after a year of not hearing from the teacher at all, he didn't even give him attention, he left. But after a few months of when he left, he's like, man, I should have gone back. I should have actually stayed and pushed it through. So he went back to the temple. And the teacher saw him come back and he said, what is all this coming and going? And then ignored him, left him outside the temple. And for another year, he sat waiting for this teacher. 1 year goes by and the teacher looks at him. That's it. Another year goes by and the teacher invites him in for food. And finally, the teacher formally invited him to sit inside and practice with him. And he said that year, the year he finally got to sit inside, he said, I let my eyes see what they wanted to see. I let my ears hear what they wanted to hear. I let my nose, my tongue, experience what they wanted to experience. I even let my mind think what it wanted to think. He said, after this year, I no longer understood subject and object because I didn't pay attention to time. I didn't understand the passing of future and the past. This is how I walk on air. We don't know how much we interfere. Like we strain our face to look at something when really, when you just relax, you're able to see something easier. We think we need to try to hear or try to smell, but you don't. Sit back from it. It happens better than you can do it. It's our attitude towards experience. We're clinging, needing to control it. And this sense of control causes so much pain and unnecessary use of energy, of our well-being. When you let it happen, you let it go, really let go. It may seem scary. Maybe everything will fall apart if we don't hold ourselves together by what I experience, what I think. Don't think that. I need that. Oh, I need this experience. I need to be happy. Why am I sad? I don't need to be sad. I can't pay attention. All of that. We let it happen. We let the eyes see. We let the mind think. We let the body feel. We let it all happen. Just don't get involved. That's the practice. See, it's a mistake to think that we're doing meditation. We're not doing it. You can almost say meditation does you. We sit and allow things to be just as they are, which is not an active thing. It's a stopping. It's a ceasing of acting. We're always acting. We're always trying to control. And then we just cease to do this. So when you sit and you find meditation difficult, it's probably because you're trying. So in those moments, stop. Let the irritation be there. Let the eyes see what they want to see. Let the ears hear what they want to hear. Let the body feel what it wants to feel. Let the mind think what it wants to think. Don't get involved. Let it happen. It may be confusing to talk about meditation as a practice because it seems like it's a doing, like a real doing thing. But reality, showing up might be a doing, but practicing is a non-doing. We let it happen. Thank you for showing up today. As always and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.